let's get to circumnavigation. As we've been taught, the current model of the Earth is that of a sphere, or something close to it, with a circumference of 24,901 miles. Speaking of jokes, now we get to watch a little portion of the film that was taken of Sir Ranulph and his partner, Charlie Burton, as they become the first ever to do the north-south circumnavigation via the surface. Let's watch what I'm sure will be a captivating film.
The two-man team was unsafe.
So we said goodbye to our friends on board, and we wouldn't see them again for over a year. The trip ahead we knew would be very difficult indeed. We set out in two 12-foot open rubber boats, but quite quickly, going up the Yukon for 1,000 miles, we realized that they would not be up to the icy hazards and the storms of the Northwest Passage, which lay ahead.
Now, I'm not claiming to be smart here or anything, but who's filming this? Who is filming this scene?
What do you think it is, Jess? I think it's just flux. I can't really tell.
Breakdowns had become commonplace.
So we had to have some other form of craft. So we got on by Morse code to Ginny to try and get us a Boston whaler, which would be fiberglass and tough enough for the ice and the storms ahead.
So just like that, you just basically snap your fingers and you get a replacement boat. That's really cool. So now they're driving the replacement boat that came out of thin air.
We had storms, we had whiteouts.
Oh, here they are struggling through the ice pack. It's going to be tough to get through there. How is the person filming it? Who is this dog? Why is the dog there? Where was the dog a second ago? And how did the person get through? Who's taping this? Who is this person? Did they already get... Who is taping them from the shore already? I thought they're just getting there. This is a movie. This is not real.
We then had to trek over the unmapped mountains of Ellesmere Island. And that is when I really realized the true courage of Charlie.
I mean, come on, for real. Why is this cameraman doing just fine? This is so fake. These guys are acting like they're dying, but the cameraman, he's just fine. It's easy to carry camera through the mountains.
I cracked my head up and I realized that there was a possibility of doing ourselves a considerable bit of damage. I've been drilling this part for about 6 years now. Ever since I knew we had to walk up Ellesmere Land. My feet, in fact my legs, are not the strongest. For the simple reason that I've damaged them too often over 38 years. I was scared.
I mean, look how far ahead the cameraman is. These guys are taking too long. This guy's getting a running head start or something. Now, pay attention here when he looks at the tent. You got the cameraman, you've got one of the explorers, you got the other one near the tent. Then watch the left side of the tent on the bottom. Did you see that? That guy's already got company.
They have come 150 miles so far. Between them and the pole, 350 more. But with detours, perhaps 500.
Does anybody know where they got these snowmobiles from? Is that what they were carrying on their backs? Do they have snowmobile rental shops up near the North Pole? I'm confused. And these guys are just mowing through. Cameraman's already in front of them. So who brought him in front of them and then went back? Here comes this guy. Woo! Okay. Now it's over. Can't get any faker than that. I mean, look at this nonsense again. Oh yeah, that was on accident. Go ahead and jump in the river there. This just in, one of the actors pretending to do a polar expedition have faken fallen into a river, causing hours of backup on their North Pole trip.
Suddenly puts Transglobe in the headlines.
They're now 340 miles from the North Pole.
By the time we eventually got near to the North Pole, we were definitely getting a bit weird.
They're fatigued and peculiarly lightheaded.
Now, maybe it's just me, but I would ask the cameraman, excuse me, sir, how are your feet not being frozen like mine? How are you able to get through this just fine, but I'm acting like I'm dying over here? I'm pretty sure whatever shoes you're wearing are what I should be wearing, so that I have feeling in my feet like you clearly do. You don't seem to be bothered by any of this. Oh, sweet. I'm so happy they had the speedy oil change and tune-up up here, so I was able to get my wrecked snowmobile fixed. And, oh, I just go over 4-foot gaps, too, like they're nothing. With the cameraman standing right there, filming it perfectly. It's crazy how crazy these north-south circumnavigations can get. You just never know what surprises around the corner. Sometimes you get a new boat. Sometimes you get snowmobiles. Sometimes you have a regular phone to use. Sometimes the cameraman pans like it's a cinematic scene. It's all very impressive.
But we're here. Only a jumble of fractured ice marks the top of the world. And within a few days, the Union Jack will have drifted miles away with the ever-moving floe. While the moment may be transitory, its meaning is not. Rand Fiennes and Charlie Burton have become the first men ever to reach both poles the hard way.
So we got 2 guys in the record books. What about the cameraman? He doesn't count? Chump change? Alright, they finally made it. They left the snowmobiles, I don't know, back there somewhere. They don't need them anymore. They made it. They've done it. First ones ever. Unbelievable.
I don't think nature is comprised solely.
No, I meant that. Like, this bullshit is unbelievable.
She could and did.
Oh, and look who's there with him. Prince Charles. Ain't that cute. Way to go, guys. You're awesome. And if you believe that, then I've got an island off the coast of Colorado I need to sell you. So, hit me up. Now, let's just pretend that sometimes people circumnavigate north-south, like 5 people a year. Even though we just saw 2 guys fake it, and they're the only ones to ever do it, let's pretend that there's 5 a year. And there's about 8 million people that fly a day, or 3.1 billion a year. So if only 5 circumnavigated north-south per year, that would be 0.00000000016%. Now, does that sound like a number that leans towards the side of definitely possible and equally possible in comparison to east-west circumnavigation? Or does it look like a number that screams impossible? This does not happen. From that, you should be able to formulate kind of an idea whether we're living on a big giant ball or not.
We had a confidence of 99.99999% accuracy. The Earth is flat.
Yeah.
The Earth is flat. The Earth is flat.